of our lives. Their names are Amanda and Melissa, and like I said, you'll hear from them in just a second, but I wanted to start off first by saying thank you. Thank you for being here, because there are a lot of weirdos out there, and who knows, maybe we're some of them, but especially on the internet, there's a lot of weirdos out there. So I appreciate you guys for being open-minded enough and brave enough to see the opportunity to be here and say, why not me? So good job for you for being here. So tonight, for the next 45 minutes to an hour, like I said, you're going to be hearing from myself and two other lovely ladies, Amanda and Melissa. And tonight we're really going to be covering, like I said, this incredible opportunity of coaching. We are going to be covering what coaching is, the team life of coaches, income, rewards, training, and what a coach actually does. So before we really dive into everything, I figured we should probably get to know each other. So I'm going to share with you a little bit about myself, and you're also going to be hearing from Melissa and Amanda about themselves too. So, let me see. Okay, so a little bit about me. I am in my early 20s. My name is Symphony, like I said. That is my high school sweetheart right there, the charming man with the steel abs, as you can see. We have been together for 5 years. And we have a English Mastiff puppy. Her name is Phoebe. She's actually asleep under my feet right now, so I'm sorry if she starts barking. It's real life. What are you going to do? We live on 3 acres just outside of Dallas. I've always been a suburbs girl. Tanner, my boyfriend, dragged me out here to the countryside. And because he's not here, I can say I'm kind of falling in love with it. He was right. And we are also both very big avid lovers of travel. This picture of me on the horse was a dream come true. That was in Jamaica early this year, and we love traveling. And I'm very, very passionate about living a healthy and fulfilling life. So now that you know me, what brought me to you? Why am I here tonight? So I'm going to give you a little backstory. So about 2 to 3 years ago, my Steel Abs boyfriend and I decided that we were going to up and move to Seattle, Washington, because that was our dream. We had this dream life planned out. I was going to work in the medical field. He was going to work in the car industry. We were going to be super badass. And so we moved to Seattle, and it just wasn't quite what we thought. It was not as dreamy as we hoped. So you see, he was working 70 plus hours a week. I was working 40 hours a week. I was working weekdays. He was working weekends. We never got to see each other. And because of that, it started to really weigh on me that this dream life wasn't what I planned. And because of that, I started to gain weight. I gained 20 pounds in a little over 8 months. I was very depressed, and I was hungry for change. I wasn't okay with the way we were living. So we called it quits, and we moved back to the great state of Texas. And about this time, we actually moved in with his parents because we were looking for a place of our own. And during this time, I started to notice what my boyfriend's mother was doing. She was always on her computer helping these women with their health and fitness goals. And I myself was sitting there going, okay, I live with this woman and I need to lose weight. I don't like where I'm at, so why can't she help me? So we chatted, and she started to give me some advice and some things that I could do, introduced me to a couple things, and I started to implement them, and things started to change. And a little sidebar, you're actually going to hear from this incredible woman because her name is Melissa, and she is on here as well. She is my boyfriend's mom. So that's how I got into this. And if we fast forward to 2 years, so 2 years later, I lost the 20 pounds that I gained, and I have kept it off. I'm actually in the best shape of my life. That is me in the corner. I used to have silver hair. I recently just changed it back to blonde, but I am actually a self-sustained girl boss. I work for me, myself, and I from home, and I full-time get to inspire other people. I mentioned how I'm very passionate about living a healthy life, and I get to do that full-time and inspire others. Like I said, I have a big travel bug, and I've actually been able to suffice that taste for travel. Within the past year alone, I've been to 8 different beaches. I collect sand from beaches, and I have a big row of jars from the 8 beaches that I've been to just this year. I can truthfully say that I'm the happiest I've ever been, and I know that has so much to do with the fact that I said yes to this opportunity. The next person that I'm going to kind of pass this off to is Amanda. She is super badass. She won't say it, but I will. She's a fit mom of 4, and seriously, she's the busiest person I know and one of the most successful people I know. So I'm going to let you guys get to know Amanda.
You're muted.
You're muted, Amanda.
She's so busy, she doesn't realize.
Got it. Yourselves. Just not amongst yourselves.
You don't really need to hear what I'm saying anyways.
I can hear you now. Yeah.
I'm so animated, you don't even need to hear it. What I was trying to say was I love that you're going to see all three of us tonight, and Cynthia looks gorge because she doesn't have any kids. She has time to put on makeup. And Melissa looks gorgeous because her kids are grown, and she has time to put on makeup. Meanwhile, I am rough, the mom bun. I would stand up. I have my husband's pajamas on, drinking a glass of wine, and meanwhile, I am building a 7-figure business, and it is amazing. So, with that said, I am a wife first. I absolutely adore my husband, and you'll know why here shortly. I have 4 kiddos, 3 boys, 1 girl. The girl falls third in line, and oh my gosh, how do my slides go? Okay, so I have like these stupid accolades. I hate saying them, but here's the important thing for you to note about the accolades that I'm about to say. They have absolutely nothing to do with me. They only have to do with what I've been able to help other people achieve. So with that said, I'm a 3-time elite coach, and that means nothing to you yet. But here's what you need to understand about that. Out of about 500,000 coaches or so, 3 times over, me and my team have been in the top 0.01% of the company. 3 times over. And that's, really something to be proud of. I don't do this for the accolades. I don't do it for that, but it is a mark that you're going to be joining an amazing team with amazing accomplishments. You're going to be with the best of the best. I'm a 1-time premier coach, which is kind of just a step down from elite, but it still puts my team at the top 0.1% of the company. So we did that 1 time. I'm the CEO and founder of Rockstar Presenters. You can see me and some of my top coaches here celebrating that in Mexico just recently, not that long ago. I'm also the CEO of Team Bad, that company that my husband and I own. If you are familiar with PIO, I'm a format consultant for that, which I absolutely love and adore. And I like a little bit of HGTV and a lot of Pinot Noir. So there is a solution to having 4 children. And I kind of want to talk about what has brought me here to you guys today. And I have a couple of different aspects to my journey. There's kind of that physical journey that happens outside and inside, and then there's a financial journey. And I'm going to start with the physical, just because that's been most recent for me. When I started this business, I was actually already in the fitness industry. Didn't have any weight to lose, felt great, looked great, was eating okay. I was in my 20s, so I could get away with a lot of things I can't get away with now. But it was kind of something I was already doing. I was teaching group fitness classes. I was in the process of becoming a master trainer. So I didn't have a huge physical transformation right away. But as women, Cynthia mentioned, gaining weight, going through like college and that transition, right? Did that, lost 20, 30 something pounds after gaining it in college and right after, right? Lost the weight then. Had the first baby. Lost the weight, had a second baby, lost almost all of the weight. Then about a year later, lost the rest of it because I got into the fitness industry, was looking and feeling great. Had a third baby, had to lose weight again. Then after having a third baby, my dad was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. And in the 4 months that I got to spend with him, I comforted myself with food. And it is what it is. So I had a lot of weight to lose after my dad passed away. So I lost the weight again. And then why not just challenge myself one more time and have a 4th baby? And so I'm actually still in that transformation process. But this is one of my most recent transformation pictures. The one on the left is me at 6 weeks post-baby, day 1 of my newest fitness journey. And then I think this one is about 120 days later. So about 3 months later, which means, baby was like 4 or 5 months old, something like that. So what the whole point of that is to say that I've been a coach through all of baby number 3, weight gain with dad being sick and then losing that weight, and then weight gain with baby 4 and now losing that again. The point is that you don't have to be in perfect physical condition to have a fitness and nutrition business. Why? Because we're women, and gaining and losing weight is life. And being able to openly and honestly and vulnerably share that transformation, and knowing that at every turn I had the right tools, I had the community to help me, has been amazing. So, physical transformation has been huge. But for me, the bigger part of my story, and I'm going to talk fast, not because it's not important, but because we have so much information to give you. When I first met Melissa, it was within the fitness industry. I had just recently gotten divorced. I had 2 little boys. They were like 3 and 5, or no, they weren't. They were 2 and 4. And I had just filed bankruptcy. The only job that I had was being a fitness instructor, which does not pay the bills. It pays for your gas, your shoes, and, your music and your choreography. So I like to say I was unemployed. I had just filed bankruptcy. I was divorced, and my house had been foreclosed on. All at once, literally had nothing. Met Melissa and was like, she has something I don't have. I have no money. She has some. She has like a cool husband. I don't have that anymore. She has a house. That's pretty nice, So I was like, you know what? If she tells me to do something, I'm going to go ahead and give it a whirl. And so I had to make a lot of sacrifices. I had to sell stuff to get the money to get started, even though it wasn't much. I didn't have it. And that is from those humble beginnings, single, bankrupt, unemployed, divorced mom of 2, in 6.5 years, I've gone from that to a high 6-figure income, built the business of my dreams. I mean, I have this rock star team here that is amazing. They love to drink wine and swear and travel with me, which is really all I care about. I'm just kidding. They're all family people. So they're super fun, fit moms, happy people who also happen to like to curse and drink wine. But I have this community of women with me now. I was able to build the house of my dreams. I found the man of my dreams. And all of that has been a part of this transformation for me. So I'm pretty grateful to have run into Melissa. I guess about 7 years ago is when we met. And I'm going to let her chat about her story now, because me and Cynthia wouldn't be here if Melissa hadn't said yes. So here we go.
Through that.
And that's what I'm doing, is I'm just sitting here holding back tears like a goober, because listening to your guys' story is everything to me. So hello, everybody. My name is Melissa, and as you can see from my slide, I've been married for 21 years, and ironically, I have a 21-year-old son and a 20-year-old daughter, so if you do the math. But actually, we've been together 26 years. But married at 21, and had a 21-year-old son, a 20-year-old daughter. My husband and I grew up together in Spokane, Washington, which is the east side of Washington, far away from Seattle. We both went to school in Arizona. He went to community college in Mesa, and I went to Arizona State University in Tempe. We, as young, dumb kids, decided to pack up, and we lived in Hawaii for 7 years together. And now we live in, yes, Melissa, Texas. So my love for group fitness started about, probably right after my daughter was born, who I believe she's on here right now. I had gone through what Amanda had talked about, the weight gain with the kids, and I had really realized that I was going insane. I had 2 kids, 18 months apart, and I needed adult conversation, and I needed to get away. So I found the gym, and for an hour I could shove my kids into childcare, and I had an hour to myself where I could be goofy, I could talk with other women. And so I went from being the participant to looking at that instructor going, I think I can do what she does. So I became an instructor, and about 2 years later, I, became a master trainer. And because of Beachbody, no. Can you fix that, Amanda? Maybe, can you mute yourself? If you're not muted, you can see on your picture the microphone.
It should have a red line through it if you're muted.
Thank you. Perfect. If you don't think it's you, it's probably no. Okay, thank you. Okay. So I have had the privilege of being featured in over 50 consumer fitness videos, and that has nothing to do with me. It's because I partnered with Beachbody, and Beachbody has seen potential in me. So if by chance, because I know a lot of you, at least the ladies that I invited into this, have love health and fitness, and I can see them having aspirations to maybe be in a fitness video or two. So I'm letting you know that above and beyond helping people get health and fit, it gives you the avenue to possibly be, you know, in these fitness consumer videos, because Beachbody only uses their coaches for these videos. And I still teach 4 Group X classes a week because it feeds my soul. I'll never stop doing it. So my accolades as a coach, I've been coaching for 8 years now, and I'm working on being a top 10 coach for 5 years. Now, let me put that in perspective. We have almost 500,000 coaches. And so in the last 5 years, this team has been able to be the top 10. Right now we sit at number 5 out of near 500,000. That makes my voice shake because I'm so proud of my team. And like Amanda said, that's got nothing to do with me. Well, it's got a little to do with me. I help. I help, I support. But as far, it's how they recognize top 10 and how they recognize elite is your team's production, your team's success. It's got nothing to do with personal production or personal success. So I was able to be in the $1 Million Club 4 years ago. Amanda's right around the corner. I'm one of the highest earners in the company. I'm one of the highest ranked. But what I'm most proud of is I have the highest, just about the highest retention rate in the company. And what that means is that when people join Team Made or Rockstar Presenters or the Freedom Empire, they stay. And that says everything. They found their community, they found their culture, they found their home, they found their people. And whether they just stick with us because they love the support and accountability that they have to stay healthy and fit, or because it allows them to travel like crazy or retire their husband or quit that job that they hate, whatever it is, they stay. And so I want to make personal note of that bottom right picture, because there's one thing I haven't mentioned yet, is that I am the world's biggest introvert. I hope you can see that. When I put a microphone on, the alter ego comes out. I will admit that. But in everyday life, I am an extremely withdrawn, introverted person. And so if you look at that bottom right picture, that is moi, me, speaking to about 15,000 people. And so if right now you're saying to yourself, I could never do that, Angel, I see that. I want you to know I was there too. I was there 4, 6, 8 years ago when I thought that I could never do anything like that. But when your passion is so strong, you have to take the opportunity to fuel that passion and use it to help other people. And that's exactly what I'm doing in that group of 15,000 people. Go ahead, Cynthia. Is she muted? Unmute yourself, girl.
I thought I had to wait for Amanda to unmute me. Okay, it still gives me chills to hear about Melissa and Amanda share their stories, because if you haven't noticed, we all come from very different backgrounds. And if you've also noticed, I'm in my 20s, Amanda's in her 30s, Melissa's in her very early 40s. And so if you notice, we're all very, very different, but we all have been able to come into the same opportunity for different reasons and all have the same result, which is, I humbly say, success. Each of us have had our own, be able to design our own success as entrepreneurs. So I'm going to share with you a little bit about, let's talk about entrepreneurs. After all, this is a business opportunity, right? So about 10 years ago, being an entrepreneur was weird. It was kind of irresponsible. It was like, why don't you work 9 to 5? Why don't you have a boss? What do you mean you work for yourself and you have your own ideas? It was weird. But nowadays, honestly, being an entrepreneur is sexy. It's very respectable. It's very common. And I really think has a lot to do with our culture and where we're at. So if you think about it, I want to share with you how big the digital world is in our world. It's very, very present and very alive and thriving. For example, there are so many different opportunities as entrepreneurs. Airbnb is the largest hotel company and has absolutely no buildings. They partner with people who have their own buildings, allow them to reserve their own times, and generally they both make an income from this platform of Airbnb. The largest transportation company in the US is Uber, and they own no vehicles. They partner with people who do have vehicles, they get to work their own hours, and because of this platform, everybody wins. Also, Amazon, which just recently surpassed Walmart as the largest retailer, owns absolutely no stores. They partner with different vendors. It's all done digitally. And for example, Beachbody is one of the largest health and fitness networks, and they own no gyms. They are partnered with coaches, just like Melissa, myself, and Amanda, and we are able to help people with their health and fitness through this platform. We are partnered with them, just like Airbnb, Uber, Amazon. It is the digital generation. I love to call this the girl boss generation because honestly, there has never been a better time to be an entrepreneur, and especially a health and fitness entrepreneur, an online health and fitness entrepreneur. Because you make me forget where I was at. I had a really good build up. No, but because if you think about it, for example, some of you may have found us through social media, Instagram especially. If you look at Instagram, the beast that just dominates Instagram is health and fitness. People have never been more present on social media, and they've never been more aware of their health because of how present it is through social media. So combined, the presence of health and fitness on social media with the girl boss generation, being an entrepreneur, being an online fitness coach, there has never been a better thriving time to be one. It's just our culture. Everything is moving digitally. And speaking of culture, I'm going to pass it out to Amanda, and she's going to share with you a little bit about the Team Beachbody culture.
I keep having to mute myself because I just mean kid is
I swear we know what we're doing, you guys.
Anybody that is in my sneak peek knows that screaming babies are present everywhere. Yeah. So, a minute ago, Melissa mentioned being an insane and bored stay-at-home mom. And I have to say that was kind of where I was at 6.5 years ago when I started this business. I just, to each her own. Honestly, I don't care if you go to work and that floats your boat. Awesome. When I gave birth to my first son, I had to go back to work. And every day on the way to work, I cried. Every day I cut out early without anybody knowing and sped my ass home so I could get home to that baby. And I even sought the help of a therapist. I'm like, am I supposed to love my baby this much? Like, is this normal? Am I supposed to want to be home with it? Like, I feel like this is a little obsessive. And like, yeah, but you got to remember you're doing what you got to do for your family. And I was like, that's it. I'm not the mom that can, and he wasn't even in daycare. I had a crappy ex-husband, but he was a great dad at the time. And he stayed home with them while I was at work, and then we flip-flopped, never saw each other. It was fine. He wasn't in daycare, but I just knew like I needed to be that person that was home with my kids. I couldn't do it anymore. And kind of made a bad decision, but it worked out okay in the long run. I quit. And I had no other anything lined up. And I was like, I have to be at home with the kids. And that was kind of from that moment forward, I just committed, I'm going to be the one to be there and see them in the morning and love on them. And I'm going to be there when they get home from school. And whether it was a good day or a bad day, or all I get from my 3 boys is fine. whatever. I wanted to be that person that was there to hear that. So I made that commitment. And then very shortly after the second one was born, I was like, what the hell was I thinking? I obsessively love my children, but I am bored out of my mind. I have a college degree. I have some of my master's degree. Like, it's not stimulating enough for me. Like, this is boring, honestly. And I felt bad about it. I wanted to be there with my kids, but I was bored. And when I found working this online business, it was an answer to my prayers. Much like Melissa, I'm an introvert. I love being in my house. I love being with my kids and my family, but my mind needs a challenge. And as a woman, as a mom, as someone who goes through those ups and downs in life of having kids, not just with weight, but the mental struggle that goes along with being a wife, a mom, a daughter, a sister, a friend, with aging parents, sick family, whatever it may be, I didn't have friends anymore. And all of a sudden, what I found in this community, I went from feeling so alone and like I knew no one in this world to having this community of people who 100% legit got my priorities. Like, if I said, I truly love you and I really want to go out for wine and dinner tonight, but my kids have been crying since 4 a.m. this morning, and I really and truly can't because I'm going to fall asleep at 7 p.m. They're like, I love you too. We'll miss you. We'll catch you next time. Right? I knew I had found my people. I knew that I had found my people when this picture on the top right was probably taken at about 9 p.m. And then everybody went home, went to bed, and got up at 6 a.m. the next morning to do a workout on that same lanai. So we could all work out together and spend the day doing Explore, driving ATVs, snorkeling out in the sea. Seriously, I found a community. I have like-minded women, moms that are ahead of me, women that are behind me that I can pressure to get married and have babies.
Yes.
I have this amazing network of women, and I don't even think that I knew how much I was missing it before I started coaching. And now I have these people that I can share everything with. I can share being a mom. I can say nothing about being a mom, and we can have super intellectual conversations about point volume and cycles and bonuses. And then we can go to really exotic places like Punta Cana and the Grand Caymans and the Bahamas and Atlantis without any children at all, and sit on the beach and drink adult beverages and talk about fancy things like rank advancements and summit and where we're going next, and feel super cool, but then really just go home and love on our babies some more. Like, I have one saying goodnight to me right now. So it's truly been a blessing. And I have to say, no matter what struggles people in my team go through, and I know Melissa mentioned this, the retention on our teams is so high because nobody will leave our community because it's priceless. You cannot put what being in a community like this means. So that for me, oh, look, there's more. Oh, look, there's more. So that was one of the morning workouts I was talking about. We were on the rooftop of this amazing, I don't even know what you call it. I think we were in Cancun. There's the ocean, being fierce moms, mom of four, mom of three, I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. Seriously, all from different walks of life, and it just enjoying and celebrating. The community has been truly something that has changed my life, more so than the physical transformation and more so than the financial transformation for me has been the community. And just to kind of, don't change the slide. If I went through and said every job that these people have, like, she's a blogger, she's a teacher, she's a nanny, she's a rancher, she's a professional chef, someone in the fitness industry, a spray tanning mogul, a life coach. Oh, here we have a professor, an insurance sales agent, a cake maker. Like, we're from all walks of life, all different seasons, all different stages. Some of us further along on our fitness journey and transformation than others, but we're all able to coach. Why? Because we have a love of helping other people. We have a love of, reaching our own goals and helping others do the same. So really and truly, anybody can be a coach.
Okay, so now that you know that you're going to make all these awesome friends through coaching, and that you know that anybody can do it, okay, so now what does a coach exactly do? That is the burning question. So from the outside, what it may appear that a coach does is that we share our lifestyle, that we work out, we help others work out, and then we all work out together, which there is some truth to that. We do share our lifestyle, and we do run challenges, which is where we all work out together. We actually have an app for that. Beachbody built an app specifically for us all doing things together, sense of community. And we do invite other people. Just like tonight, you were invited here by a coach. So that's really the exterior of coaching. But on the inside of it, coaching, 9 out of 10 people don't reach their goals because they try to do it alone. They lack support, they lack community, and they lack accountability. And as coaches, just like Amanda was saying, we have such a deep sense of community. I have never had better friends than I have within coaching. Amanda is 10 years older than me. Melissa is my boyfriend's mom. I would have never been able to become friends with them. There was nothing else in this world that would have brought us together because we're different ages, different backgrounds, but we have such a strong sense of community. And a lot of times we give up on ourselves because we are not reason enough to keep moving forward. And to have a community that won't allow you to give up is so important. And that's such a big part of coaching. And not only are we doing this for ourselves, but we're never by ourselves. We have each other. And it's honestly the greatest gift from coaching is being surrounded by like-minded people. They say that your vibe attracts your tribe, and we have definitely found our tribes here in coaching. Not only are we about getting healthy and fit on the outside, but also a lot on the inside, especially mentally. Mental health and being mentally fit is so important in becoming your best self, and we really are able to do that through personal development. Becoming a healthy-minded person is so much more than just the physical. And I want you to know that I definitely don't have as many accolades as Melissa and Amanda. They've been coaches quite a bit longer than I have. I'm the newbie. But I can tell you we all are very like-minded, and it's because of this personal development that we've been able to do. And it has built us into leaders. None of us came into this knowing how to run a business, knowing how to be Beachbody coaches, knowing how to be top 10 like Melissa is. None of us came in knowing how to do that. But because of personal development, we have all been able to grow into the leaders that the people that need our help needed. And that's where we have been able to come. So we're definitely not the same people that we were when we became coaches as we are now. Coaching has so much to do with really becoming our best selves, and becoming our best selves not only for just us, but everybody around us. So that's truthfully what a coach does and what it is. I'm going to pass it off, there we go, to Melissa. She's going to talk to you about the money, because we all want to know. It's a business, it's an income. Where does it come from?
So I know some of you, I did not start this business with the intention of generating an income. That honestly was not my intention. I wanted the community. I didn't have a lot of friends. I was raising 2 small babies, and I loved the people that were joining this, and so I wanted to be a part. But what I started to notice was by helping people, my little tiny checks, my $15 check, my very first check I got was $15. And it's a standing joke with my team that my husband would always say, wow, you can buy the pizza tonight. Good for you, honey. That's where I started. But just by helping people and making that my motivator was the satisfaction of helping someone lose 5, 10, 15, 50 pounds. All of a sudden, these checks started building and building and building. And I was like, wow, this can be something. And just like Cynthia said, and she mentioned her boyfriend having a 70+ hour work week, I'm going to cry. Don't do it. He follows in his dad's footsteps. His dad had the 70-hour work week. They're both in the car business. And I was raising 2 babies by myself. He was working 70 hours a week. His one day off was Sunday, and he had to do the chores. He had to pay the bills. He had to mow the lawn. There was no time for him to spend with his kids. And I knew that if there was anybody that could make a change, it was me. I couldn't expect anybody else to change my life and my situation but me. And so when I noticed that Beachbody started generating income, I paid attention. So I want to share with you how you can, even if this is coming from a heart of service, if you're joining Beachbody and becoming a coach because you love to help people get fit, I did too. But there's also a financial freedom that I have to preface with you, because I do make a significant amount of income that I spoil my team rotten. And not only that, I'm a huge giver to the Special Olympics. So the more money I make, the more I can give. So I have to preface that.
She just missed to Mexico last week. Just saying. Yes.
we bought a boat. So you start off by commission. And so everything that you sell through Beachbody is anywhere from 25 to a 40% commission. So if you sell Brazil Butt Lift, funny name, really good product, you're going to make 25% commission. You sell our club membership, you get a 40% commission. So that's how it starts. My whole $15 check, my very first $15 check was 100% commission, and that's where you will start. But what happens is you start to build a fit family. You start to build a community, and you bring in people who see the same vision that you have, that they want to be healthy, they enjoy helping other people get healthy, and it's a passion, so why not make it a business? And so from that point on, you start bringing in what are called team cycle bonuses. So every time that your team produces, you get paid on that. Then we also have what's called a matching bonus, and I'm going to use Amanda as an example. Let's say that Amanda makes $5,000 a week. Let me just say she makes a lot more than that, but we're going to say that she makes, because I'm not good at math, she makes $5,000 a week. Because Beachbody likes to reward their coaches, because I have taken good care of her and I have mentored her, I get 10% of what she makes. It doesn't come out of her paycheck. It is 100% Beachbody's way of saying thank you for developing a leader. So I make $500 a week because Amanda made $5,000 that week, okay? And then last but not least, we also have what are called quarterly bonuses. So I want you to look at that little box in the middle. There's double star, 5-star, 10-star, and what we call superstar diamond pull bonus. I'm about to blow your mind, so brace yourself. You ready? I have 2 business centers that are superstar diamond. This bonus happens every quarter. So I have the potential to make near $50,000 twice a quarter. So that's 8 times a year, just in quarterly bonuses. I'm gonna let that sit for a second.
Mic drop.
But again, a lot of that gets reinvested in my team. A lot of it gets donated to church. A lot of it gets donated to Special Olympics. My husband has a good watch collection. I drive a Ferrari. It gets put everywhere. But my point being is Beachbody, although they are not the company that is rising the fastest, they are, and I know the CEO and the president of Beachbody very well. I have sat down and had drinks and dinner with them numerous occasions. They are upstanding gentlemen who have a hard time sleeping at night, wanting to make sure that the families that have decided to make Beachbody their sole source of income sustains. And so they take the safe route every single time. So I, without a shadow of a doubt, know that the income that I bring in through Beachbody will be there every single Thursday morning for as long as I decide to be a coach.
Oh, this is me.
It's you.
So if financial rewards aren't enough, we are girls and we like recognition. I'm going to go back to being a mom, but I can tell you what, it didn't matter if I was 10, 20, 30, or I imagine in my 40s or 50s. Everyone loves a pat on the back for a job well done, right? Mm-hmm. And you know what? Being a cute 20-something, you don't really get many pats on the back other than construction workers whistling at you when you walk by, right? Nobody's like, oh, you're so smart. You graduated high school. Good for you. Like, people just, that's not how it works. That's not how life is. You know, I don't make, oh my God, I don't make my kids dinner and have them go, Mom, oh, you're the best. I literally, my 4-year-old daughter told me today she didn't like me anymore and that when she grows up, she's going to be a princess. So, you know, we don't get that recognition. We don't get those rewards for doing it, you know, and what's nice, and I keep saying as a woman, I guess it's probably nice for men too, but we do. Of course we get commissions. Of course we get bonuses. But you know what else is really cool? We get tips. You know, Cynthia has mentioned she's got sand from 8 different beaches in this year alone. My husband and I love to travel. We've been all over Europe and we love it. And I pay for us to take all of those trips. But then, you know, Beachbody offers these amazing trips every year. And we've always looked at it like, it's the cheapest way to get a family vacation. So we've decided to make the trips that Beachbody gives us, for us personally, our family vacation every year. My kids think it's like normal for them to go to an exotic beach every single year during spring break. Like I said, we've been to the Bahamas, we've been to Mexico multiple times, we've been to Disney, we've been, oh my gosh, we're going to Punta Cana. We've done all these amazing trips and it's been on Beachbody's dime. Like if I have a late call like this, my kids know like, well, that's fine. That gets us, you know, to the beach. That gets us swimming. That gets us somewhere cool where we get to eat ice cream for breakfast every day. Like, they're totally cool with it. They are on board. And those trips have been not just the trips, it's the memories. You know, my kids have pictures hanging on their walls of them swimming with dolphins and stingrays. And like, I don't know about you, but like, I mean, I had a great family life, but we didn't go anywhere. You know, and it's amazing. And it's so rewarding for me as a mom to be able to do that for my family and for my husband. Cause like I said, we like to travel too. We get a lot of recognition, you know, this is our top 10 recognition right here. So Melissa's been on that stage multiple times. Melissa and I have both had the opportunity to go on multiple leadership reward trips, which for me are one of my favorites every year. It's just like, it's like a personal development retreat in a really laid back spa setting where you work out and eat really good. And it's just awesome. Like, you're just so surrounded by these brilliant people that are all like working towards how to be the most amazing entrepreneur. It's just incredible. And then we get cool gifts like this guitar that I'm holding here that's sitting in my corner right now, and this star that's over my head, and this crazy graphic picture. I don't think you can see it. Anyways, we get crazy cool stuff. And then on top of that, they give us a lot of gifts of learning and personal development. We get things like, you know, private calls with Simon Sinek and Gary Vaynerchuk and Darren Hardy. And if you don't know these names, trust me, you will in about a month. So, and we get clothing and swag, and it's just crazy the kind of rewards that we get. Like, I literally go to the mailbox and I'm like, ooh, what did I get from this body today? You know? And it's so fun. We have bobbleheads. I don't know if you guys' desks are littered with bobbleheads, but I have like Sagi and Tony Horton and Autumn, all these bobbleheads. So, it's just fun as girls to get gifts. Beachbody's really got it figured out. And then, of course, like Melissa said, her and I have been able to gift our teams with trips. So us personally foot the bill for our teams to take these amazing trips, and we reward our top earners. And I know that Cynthia will soon be doing the same. So is,
Yeah.
as Miley Cyrus says, is pretty cool.
That's me. So how do I learn? So you've been told what a coach does, you've been told how a coach gets paid, but you're like, okay, well, how do I learn to do this? And first and foremost, I want you to see the word me with exclamation points. And I'm talking about all the coaches that brought you on here. You're going to learn from them, but I am going to speak specifically with me. I want you to look to the right at me with my mentor, Chalene Johnson. Now, I have personally, and I know Amanda is just right there with me, but I have personally spent over $50,000 in personal business mentorship. And all of that gets trickled down into the team. So Chalene started off as a Beachbody celebrity trainer. Now she's just this huge business guru that teaches people. She calls herself the millionaire maker, and it worked. So everything that I've learned and I continue to learn from her gets trickled down to the team. So you have the advantage of having, 50 plus thousand, well, let's add Amanda, near $100,000 in business development trickled down to you to help you build your 6 or 7 figure income that you desire. I'm very, very proud that Teammate has just launched. Right now we're only in our second group of Teammate University. It's a 30-day training for brand new coaches that teaches you everything that Beachbody doesn't. Not because Beachbody won't, but they have to play it safe. So they tell you the nuts and bolts. So I always say that Beachbody teaches you about your car. We teach you how to drive your car. So Beachbody tells you about, all of the accoutrements that come with the car. We get you behind the wheel and we teach you how to go fast and how to drift and all of those cool things that are needed to be successful in this business. And it's a 30-day training. It can be self-paced or you can follow along, and it's just a little bit every day for 30 days. I know that Teammate has a bi-monthly team call. I believe Rockstar Presenters has a weekly team call. And then the Freedom Empire is bi-weekly? Mm-hmm. Yes. Look at me knowing that stuff. We also have team building events, great leadership training, so you will never lack for learning. I'm still learning. I'm in this 8 years. I'm a multi-millionaire from this business, and I still am learning on a daily basis how to be better and how to be a better mentor and how to be more efficient and how to teach my team to get to the point that I am faster than it took me to get there. We have a Facebook team page. I have one. Rockstar Presenters has one. The Freedom Empire has one. We have the Hub, which is a team website, which houses all of the scripts and all of the great information that you need in order to be successful at launching your business and continuing to grow your business. And then, of course, we have the recognition and accountability. And Lauren, I see that you're on this. Do you see your pretty face? I just scrolled through and I looked at everybody that's on this call, and I see Lauren's there, and I see you, Taylor. I see you, Dana. I was just sitting here gushing at all of the love that's here. So next. So getting started, the first thing that I need you to do is to decide if you want to walk or if you want to run. So some people come into this business and they really want to really feeling the accountability and the support and working out most days and drinking your Shakeology most days and feeling the community that's going to keep you on the path of becoming a better version of yourself. You also need to commit to your growth, which means that all three of us will tell you personal development is everything. It is everything. It is so much more important than your nutrition. It is so much more important than your exercise. The number one thing that you need to do is feed this. When you feed this, everything happens effortlessly. You have to trust the process. I'm here to tell you, and I mean no disrespect to any other company, but this is not a quick fix. This is not a product that's going to promise you a temporary result. This is the real deal. This is fitness. This is nutrition. This is support. It's accountability. It's camaraderie. It's what is going to create lasting long-term results. You have to do it for the right reason. I always say you have to have a heart of service if you care about helping other people, everything else falls into place. If you're only about the money, I really don't think you'll be too successful at this. You have to first and foremost care about other people and help that one person, that one avatar in your mind of that. For me, it's a 30-year-old woman who's had a couple of kids and she's lost her mojo. She's lost her sexiness. She looks in the mirror and she's not proud of who she sees. I want to fix that. So every time I speak into a screen or I type a post, I am speaking to that one girl because I'm going to change her life. And that's where you need to come from. You have to stay plugged in. Oh my goodness, are there so many ways for you to plug in and to feel like you're involved and you're a part of something really big, but it's your job to stay plugged in. You're not going to have a coach that's going to be reaching out to you every single day saying, did you do this? Did you watch that? Did you listen to the National Wake Up Call? That's your job to take ownership of your business. And I want you to know that it's risk-free. If you decide to kick the tires for 30 days, one of the many things I love about Beachbody is you probably know that they put a 30-day money-back guarantee on their products, but they actually do it on coaching as well. So it is 100% risk-free for you to give it a try. Pull it into your life, give it 30 days, start working out, start improving your nutrition, start getting plugged in, start reading your personal development or listening to your personal development, and see how your life change. And if for some crazy reason it does not make your life better in 30 days, no harm, no foul. The person that brought you in will give you a big virtual hug and say, good for you for trying. But at least you gave it a try. So you're standing on that ledge and you're like, I don't know if I should jump. 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 You've got absolutely nothing to lose. And you have to put yourself out there. I know that a lot of people, you're fine, Amanda. I know that a lot of people are a little bit nervous about posting selfies and stuff like that. But I promise you, when you start to do that, you start receiving those messages of people saying, you know what, you really inspired me today to get off the couch and to start moving. I just wanted to say thank you. And that's all you need is that one person to say, you've inspired me. So as far as getting started now, you have to be the brand. So are you a lover of Beachbody? Do you have Brazil Butt Lift? Do you have Insanity? Do you have P90X? Do you have 21 Day Fix? Do you have Kayo? Do you have Turbo Fire? I could go on forever. If you have one of those programs, most people do. We're pretty popular. Then all it takes to be a coach is $39.95. However, then I'm going to need you to invest in yourself, nothing else but yourself, $140. You can either get the Beachbody on demand, or you can pick a program of your choice. Have you heard of Hammer and Chisel that's come out? 22-minute hardcore.
Melissa.
Yes.
Is Mick doing the dishes at your house?
Mick's not here.
Okay, I muted everybody. Somebody's doing the dishes. I'm sorry. There's like really, really bad. I'm going to mute everybody again. If you can, please mute yourselves because it's rude. Okay, it goes away.
Okay. There. They're just multitasking. You can't fault them for that, right?
True.
So it's an investment in you, $140 investment in you. And it's you. I went to school for nutrition, and I am not going to get on my soapbox right now. We don't have time, but I implore you to do your research on Shakeology. Go to Shakeology.com. See what the doctors say. It is life altering. We have Miss Lauren Fitzgerald, who is a physician, who will tell you it will change your life. It will absolutely change your life. It'll change the life of the people that you love, those that are on cholesterol medication, high blood pressure. I'm off my soapbox, but it's a good product. It's a really good product. So get your Shakeology coming. See how it makes you feel, right? Start working out to those programs. And I don't care I don't care if you're doing CrossFit. I don't care if you do hot yoga. I don't care if you're a runner. I live at the gym. I challenge you to get a program from Beachbody. Maybe it's max 30 minutes a day, 22-minute hardcore, 22 minutes a day. And I challenge you to put that into your life and tell me it doesn't change your body. I have lived in the gym for 17 years. And the minute that I do a program, which I had to take my picture out because I had to put Symphony's up instead, but I did max 30. And there was a huge improvement. I got so much more defined. So I don't care who you are or what you do, a Beachbody program, the science, the kinesiology, the physiology, everything that goes behind a Beachbody program will astound you. And I don't care how fit you are, it will make you more fit. I promise you that. 30-day money back guarantee, promise you that. So that's how you get started with becoming a coach. $39.95. Hello, my manicure costs more than that. Or $140, and they actually waive the $39.95. So you are only investing in your own health to become a coach. Thank you. In closing, the best time to start, believe it or not, is right now. And I know that sounds cliche, but we were talking about this, and it's 100% true. Believe it or not, Beachbody's busiest time of the year is December. Because people buy Christmas gifts, people are preparing for the new year. We have new programs that come out. We have amazing sales in December. So the busiest time for Beachbody is December. So we bring you in, we get the opportunity to start showing you how to take care of yourself, improve your nutrition, add the 22 minutes, the 30 minutes, the 40 minutes of workouts 5 to 6 days a week. We're going to teach you how to post, when to post, what to post, so that you start drawing attention and start building yourself an audience and a following of people that are eventually going to say, hey, you're consistent with what you're doing. I am seeing your changes. Will you mind sharing with me what you're doing? That's exactly what we want to happen. So right now is the absolute best time for you to start. So when December comes, you're ready. You're ready for the floodgates to open, because they will. We have a team challenge group that starts October 3rd. Team Made has a group challenge. So as Symphony had mentioned, we do challenge groups through the Challenge Tracker app and through Facebook groups, and we do it as a team. So you have the opportunity to run them all by yourself if you'd like, but you can also run them with a bunch of other coaches together, especially if you're new. I know how scary it is to think, I don't know what I'm doing. Let us show you. Become a part of the team, become a part of the challenge, and see how it's done. Team Made University starts September 19th, which is just around the corner. And if you sign up with us, your first personal development book is on us. That is how important it is to us that you start to feed this. And next week, if you get in touch with the coach that invited you, you will have a one-on-one call with that coach so that they know the fears that you have, the goals that you set for yourself, and the time frame that you want to reach these goals. So as we're closing, and we are going to open this up for questions, I want to ask you 3 questions. So you can start writing your questions in the little group chat if you have any. I want to ask you, is your health a priority? Is your health a priority? Either you're already living a tremendously healthy life that inspires other people, or you're not quite there yet, but you know that it needs to be one of the top things that you work on every single day. Coaching is for you. How are your finances? Are you working a job that you don't absolutely love? You don't wake up every single day and go, yay! I get so freaking sick of those posts that, oh, it's Monday. Yay, it's Friday. Why would you live a life like that? You don't have to. You have the choice to live your life how you want. So if you don't want to make your boss's dreams a reality, you don't want to work 70 hours a week so that your boss can take their family on a 2-week vacation, then you need to be your own boss. And last but not least, I want to ask how the people are that you're surrounded with. Do they cause you to level up? You know what I mean by that, right? When you hang around your friends, do you go, wow, I really want to be like that person? If you are not surrounding yourself with people like that, that needs to change. Health and fitness should be a priority. Taking care of yourself financially so that you can take care of the ones that you love financially should be a priority. And last but not least, you have to look around and make sure that you are surrounding yourself with people that cause you to want to be a better person. And I promise you, with everything in me, surrounding yourself with the people on this team will take care of all three of those things. So let's go ahead and open it up to questions.
You can unmute yourselves now. I won't yell at you this time if you unmute yourself.
Do you want me to answer Veronica's question?
Oh, hold on. I don't see it.
I do. So I'll answer. Oh, it's privately. She just sent it to me. Hey. Veronica.
Melissa doesn't know the answer.
Can you please touch quickly on challenge groups? Absolutely. So the beauty of our challenge groups is you can run a challenge group that could be 5 days, it could be 14 days, it could be 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. It's completely up to you. And the beautiful thing is Beachbody has created challenge group guides for every single program that we have. So let's say you decide to do a P90X challenge group because you want to do that program yourself. Beachbody has designed where every single freaking day for 90 days, there's a post for you to copy and paste. The only thing that is missing is your excitement, your brand, your personality, your joy. So you have to post in there, answer questions, post your personal selfies, but other than that, all of the work is done for you. So challenge groups are done either through Facebook groups. You can make a private Facebook group, or we have that challenge tracker app where everything is housed in an app, and it's pretty freaking, I wish I could show you. It's so amazing. Everything is just at the touch. I mean, I'm telling you, Nick and I, just like Bill and Amanda, travel like there's no tomorrow, and I sit on the beach and I run my business right here on this phone all the time. And that challenge tracker app makes it sweet. I don't need my laptop with me anymore. I used to bring my laptop to Facebook, and I don't have to anymore. So the challenge groups are completely up to you, whether you want to do a 5-day eating clean challenge, or you want to do a 30-day drink a gallon of water a day challenge, or you want to do a 21-day fix challenge. You have the creative freedom to do whatever you enjoy doing or you want to do for yourself. And you invite other people to join you on the journey, and you hold each other accountable. You support one another. In my challenge groups, we do sweaty selfies. I make them take pictures of their food. I need to see, how are their portions? Are they having too much rice? Are they having 3 bananas a day? Are they drinking too much wine, Amanda? You have to see that kind of stuff. And so you're able to educate them along the way, because I'm telling you, a lot of people are misinformed on what is healthy. And it's your job as the coach to educate them. And how that works, and I'm telling you, is to go to latest and greatest news. Go to NewYorkTimes.com and look in the health section and read up and share that. It's just so much fun. And not only does it help those people, it helps you become educated and so excited about becoming the healthiest version of you that you can be.
Awesome.
Oh, there's another one. Hello? I have another one. You guys can ask everybody. What is your #1 personal development book? Sorry, meant recommendation. For me, and I'm going to let each one of them answer, but I always go back to, it's got to be right behind me. It's a balance between The Slight Edge from Jeff Olson or The Compound Effect from Darren Oline. That's who's on my handsome Darren Oline. Darren Hardy. Those two, because I think what most people miss is what you do every single day is either going to put you in a state of being a better person or not. You will not stay the same. So you're either moving up or you're moving backwards. And so both of those books really puts into perspective. If you move every day, you're going to be healthier. If you make healthier choices in your food every day, if the conversations that you have with other people end on a positive note, you're going to have a healthier mental health. So it's The Compound Effect and The Slight Edge are, to me, the most important personal development books to start with.
My all-time fave personal development book, and I'm sure if I have any of my coaches from the Freedom Empire in here, they could probably answer this, but it is You Are a Badass by, it's either is it Jen Sincero or Jen Sincero? I don't know. But anyways, that book just speaks to my soul. because it lets you know that you are deserving. You are a good person that deserves good things to happen to you, that you have so much potential and so much badassery within you that you don't even know about. And that book really helps you to tap into that girl boss, badass side of you that you don't even know is there. So I live and breathe that book. Mine is dog-eared, highlighted, like it looks like it's gone through a tornado or two, but it's my favorite personal development book.
Mine, I'm like, oh, can you give me like a genre within personal development? Because I have a lot of favorites. But I think two for me that I've probably listened to more so than any other two out there would actually be The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster by Darren Hardy. So he wrote The Compound Effect that Melissa mentioned. But for me, The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster, I think, is so incredibly important because people come into this business thinking it's going to happen overnight, thinking that they can somehow fast forward through this experience to be where Melissa and I are. And you just can't. And it is an up and down. And there's going to be months where you are on top of the world with this business. Like all is right. Like you have amazing people joining your team and you know, like are hitting all of your goals and everything's amazing. And then you're going to have months where like everything that goes wrong does. And I love the concept that with entrepreneurship is a roller coaster, but the constant is you. You have to stay on the ride. Like you can't just hop out. And so I love that one. And then probably The Charge by Brendon Burchard. I think for so long and for so many years, I was just going through the motions of life and not really living life to the fullest. That for me, it doesn't have a ton to do with business specifically, but it does and it doesn't. But The Charge, just for me, is one of those that like, yeah, I should really be living. I deserve more than punching in and out of a clock and, you know, just doing kids' homework and, you know, giving my husband a swat on the butt before he leaves. Like there's got to be more than that. And so for me, The Charge would be my second favorite. There's also a favorite.
Well, I see listed for questions. Did we do that good of a job? I'm impressed.
Well, we have been talking for 67 minutes, so it's quite possible we did.
That's a lot of information. Well, before we go, Melissa, I see you rubbing your beautiful belly. You're almost due, aren't you? Yes. Oh, you inspire me so much. You guys have to watch her workout. I mean, she's the last weeks, and you just glow. You're so beautiful.
Thank you.
So much of the team is on here. And see, that's just what we talk about. I just appreciate your support and being on here. I see all your faces and I see my daughter's face. That means everything to me. She's so pretty. She looks like her mom.
Well, you know. She kind of looked like Mick.
But it is a family affair. I will tell you that. It's definitely something you can pass down to your kids. My kids have a very bright future ahead of them.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys so very, very much for being on. We do want to honor and respect your time. I don't know about some of you ladies, but I have a man hunk waiting for me in the bedroom, so I need to go.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Tomorrow morning. Netflix, man.
I'm ready. No, but Cynthia, Melissa, and I will, or whoever, because there are a lot of our team members on here too, whoever invited you tonight is going to do their best to follow up with you. I know some of us have a few more to follow up with than others. So if you don't want to wait for us to follow up, by all means, ask us tonight, what are the next steps? And we may answer you tonight. We may answer you tomorrow morning. But we will get with you as soon as possible because we are here to help. We want to change as many lives as possible. And truly, we can only succeed together. So with that said, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much to my partners in crime, Cynthia and Melissa. If we did anything for you tonight, please let us know. We would love to work with you moving forward. So have a great night, guys.
Good night, you guys. Thank you.